Exactly. All right, we should be live in Carve now.
Run out of stream.
That's, cool. We'll just give the stream a chance to start in the group and for everyone to come on board. Hello to everyone joining. We'll be with you in just a second.
Oh, I can see. Okay, we'll. Oh, we got private chat. We can't talk on the other chat. Okay, Ricardo says it's game on.
Excellent. All right, everyone else can catch up. So we are joined by the Lazyrolling team and Colorado Caddy. Do you prefer to be called Gabriel or Colorado Caddy?
Caddy or Gabriel. Caddy's been my nickname since I was a kid, so I really go by either. Whatever anyone feels like calling me.
Okay, so do you guys want to introduce yourself quickly? Might as well go top to bottom, like Robin.
Hi everybody, my name is Robin, and together with Daniel, I don't know which side it's gonna be for you guys, but I'm one of the co-founders of Lazyrolling. So yeah, that's me. I'm 26 years old, live in Stockholm, and I'm also the owner of this little guy who's usually joins us in the office and stuff. And this is Ralph. So yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Yeah, should I head on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Daniel. I'm 40 years old, and I'm a co-founder of Lazyrolling as well. And met Robin about 2 years ago when I was going to buy my Raptor 2. And he ended up doing it, but we also started Lazyrolling.
Cool. Dude, you could totally lie and say you're 30 and everyone would have believed you.
My name's Gabriel. I go by Caddy. I'm from Colorado, obviously. I like long walks on the beach and slow music. No, seriously though, I've been rocking with Lazyrolling for a couple of years now, man. It's the best team I know. I love being on this team. I represent it to the max, and I can't wait to see where we go with it.
It's cool, man. How's your van? I hate to bring up your crashed van, but someone's asking.
Honestly, it's not going to be drivable. We're going to start looking for something else. We're one of the few people that I know that aren't getting like the stimulus check and stuff. So it's going to be a while till we have a van. Luckily, we have a whole bunch of electric rideables. And we live in a good part of town. So we'll be able to get around. But van as of now is not going to come back. I'm trying to look for another big hippie van, but vans got popular, so they got expensive.
Yeah.
You got a lot of one wheel. Chat just quickly. If people comment, if you want to, I think you should put your name or profile if you want to, and then a gap, and then your question or input, because then we can see where it comes from. Otherwise, you have to sign in, because then that way we can actually refer to adding to the comments as we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the comments. Okay, I got it.
Oh, live comment. Oh, yeah, over there. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
If you don't authorize your name to the stream, then it just says Facebook user.
Yeah.
So you guys are known for the protective hoodie more than anything else. So how did this come about?
Yeah, we actually started to build Lazyrolling to source parts to build a high performance production board. And while we were doing that, it took quite a long time because we wanted to sign a deal, which we did sign a deal with Land Yachts. There it is.
Nice, that looks good.
Yeah. So that's it's an integrated battery inside a carbon fiber deck with the shape of the Evo. So we have a prototype at the office, but sourcing parts, that's why we started with the bearings and then the wheels, the motor, and we made these gear drives with herringbone gears and so on. But yeah, realized it takes too much time. So while we were doing that, we also were riding, and we had a few falls actually, and just thought about making pads. But the falls, at least that I had, I used different type of skateboard pads and so on, and they take the impact, but that's the only thing they do. They kind of move away while you're sliding across the pavement.
Yep.
So and of course we looked at the motorcycle industry and the options out there, but nothing that was appealing enough for us, and that's why we started looking into it. And now we realize that that's what we actually should do, and not try to produce a production board.
Yeah, the whole step to get into it was that, like Daniel said, he actually had kind of a major fall that you can see in some of our YouTube videos where he's squirting the water on his elbows and knees and stuff. And he got back to the office, and I looked at him, and he was just trying to stretch and stuff. And I'm like, there must be something we can do about it. But we actually didn't have enough money to be like, yeah, let's do this immediately. So that's why we did an Indiegogo campaign to kind of be like, is this a wise enough choice? Because we're still waiting for these parts and different things for the board, which was a huge secret back then. So we didn't know what to do. And then we sold the first 20 days or something. I think it was around 100 or something there. I don't remember exactly. And then we just started looking into it and trying more things, and okay, yeah, but let's stick with this one. Maybe we should do it in black as well, gray and black. And then when we saw the income from that and how long it takes to develop the board, and more people started saying, oh, but you don't just go with this brand, or don't just go with that. If we made a board, maybe people wouldn't feel that we were open for the whole market, or it would be representing only this brand. So then we were like, if we do a board, that could actually hurt our brand. So more and more, less and less money and time just started going into the other stuff. And honestly, just the thoughts of when it got cold and it started snowing, we just sat down and we're like, what do we wear now? Maybe we should do a jacket. Yeah, let's try that. And we did a pre-order on the jackets. And from there, we kind of just listened to the market, and especially Gabriel riding everything since day one. All the things and ideas he comes up with, we listen to and talk about. Or yeah, one of the first things was that people said it's too warm, and we knew that. So we're like, okay, how can we do it? And that's when we added the airflow systems. Everybody was like, it's too warm, dudes. It's too warm. And we're like, get to Sweden, get to the UK, and you'll know the cold.
Tim, we've got a third comment down between Lazyrolling gear and other one. That should be highlighted, because I think that's a very common.
Jump onto that one next. I was going to say, I see Gabriel rocking lazy hooding stuff since quite early on. So how did that partnership come about between you guys and Gabriel?
No, I've been following Gabriel on social media for since whenever you started 2 years ago, something like that. And we've been staying in touch, and always I've always listened to his thoughts and the other way around, and so it just came natural.
Yeah, sorry if you heard a bunch of sound. I just picked up some of the products, because I actually have both the hoodie and I have the performance hoodie here as well, if people wanted to ask and see stuff like that, just to kind of talk about, because that was just one of the things Yeah, that we talked about.
Respond to that question there. It's pretty easy. The ones you find on Alibaba, Amazon, and so on, they usually have one pocket for the elbow pad and shoulder pads, and they're not adjustable like ours.
Okay.
And also, they don't mention, it maybe says Kevlar hoodie. But if it costs below, let's say, around $150-ish, then they make a cotton blend with some sort of aramid inside and call it Kevlar. And that's the only way to actually get the production price down. But then you won't be protected that well. So if you look at a fall in maybe 100 kilometers an hour, I would not want to fall in one of those, because you have these type of certifications and that won't pass any certification. That would be my guess.
So my question was actually just what goes into testing of Lazyrolling stuff? Like,
sorry.
So when you're developing a product and you've looked at the material and you looked at all this stuff, what goes into actually test? How do you test this stuff, like, generally?
We send it to Gabriel.
Oh.
But we begin with talking mainly with our factory about the different materials, but also the thing that's called GSM, the thread density in the actual Kevlar. And there we try different samples. So we get pieces of the Kevlar, the different thicknesses, and usually we make 1 or 2 hoodies in the different thicknesses and see and get a feel for how it works, how much it can withstand, and statistically what can work, should work, and will work. And a little bit back to the whole aramid discussion is that we at Lazyrolling at least don't want to say don't use this, don't use that. But statistically with Kevlar and the brand Kevlar, they have withhold or withstand the friction from 45, 55, 65, 85 miles an hour plus. And then we look at the thickness of the Kevlar that we know is real Kevlar certified. We try it out in the product. Gabriel might test it, but also according to a lot of other hoodies and jackets out on the market that is marketed towards motorcycle riders and etc., for example. So when people ask us about our Kevlar and the thickness, we know that it's commonly used as well in motorcycle gears. But it's still, for example, just by having the performance hoodie, just by changing the outer layer, this one, it's so much more movable and how you can fold it up than how much thicker and heavier just this by being cotton is. So that's still a thing you can play with. It's the same Kevlar in this one, same in this one, but this one is so much more lighter and you can fold it up and stuff like that.
Is that the balance between protection and maneuverability, being able to move and also have the protection when you need it, and also to be, is it like an order where you get protection, maneuverability, and then like how it looks and stuff like that?
It's both yes and no, because if you look at the different materials used in motorcycle jackets, they might be in a position to hold you that if you do fall, you don't want to be able to break your arm and stuff if you fall in the motorcycle speed. But what we're after, at least, was that, for example, with the performance hoodie and the other products, is just to be able to wear it every day. So the comfortability for us was just something we tried out. And Daniel wears the stuff day in, day out, and rides it all the time. So it's
I got the pants on as we speak.
I literally the same. I live in my jacket. But just talking about durability, some people will know in Carve, I had a massive slam mid coronavirus stuff. I was on my La Croix, I was probably going about 30 at the time, hit a hole and hit speed wobbles at 30 miles an hour. But the thing is with that is I knew it was coming, which was worse. I hit speed wobbles and I was doing this for about 3 seconds and there was nothing I could do to catch it. And I literally fell flat on my back and my hip. And in regards to damage, that's the only damage that I had from there. I think there's some tearings, like ripping somewhere else, but nothing that came through. But this was 3 layers of the jacket.
Yeah.
But that's not the pads. The pads are fine. This is just on the arm, and through 3 layers. The thing is, that's pay it for itself moment. You know, like that's the jacket, or that's my arm, and that's broken arm position.
Was there gravel out when you were riding? Was it gravel?
It was main road. It was smooth road.
Okay.
Like so this bloody pothole that killed me. But
how fast were you going?
About 30.
30. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So literally, and the result of that, it landed on my back and my hip, which I'm still not right now, but I was literally paralyzed in bed for about a week and a half, not being able to walk. But yeah, I wish I had my trousers by then, but we can only wait, see if that would have saved me. But literally, for me, I'm the same thing. This isn't like I live in my jacket. Like, it's my biggest thing with like a hoodie is it to have a real big hood and be droopy where it needs to be. Feedback for people who wear this stuff. Literally, these thumb holes, I didn't use them, and I fell once, and then the pad moved and didn't protect me. In my point, you need to loop your hands if you're wearing this stuff because it locks you in. But just the convenience of just to go straight into your jacket without going pad, it's just unquestionable.
That also depends a little bit. I totally agree that we do recommend people to use the thumb loops, but I, for example, have, like, if you see, my bicep doesn't end. I'm just a thick arm kind of. So when I wear the large, it is tight enough without the thumb loops on. But we do recommend, as it's designed, to have the thumb loops on when you're out riding.
It depends on how tight you are. So it's very comfortable for me to wear an XL, but for protection, it's better for me to use a large that is tighter.
Yeah, definitely.
So Gabriel, I've seen you wearing these a lot on your Instagram, and you've definitely crash tested them quite a few times. How are you finding they hold up for you?
They hold up great. A lot of it, honestly, all my crashes on Instagram, I'm not doing them necessarily to test the hoodie. It's that I really do fall often. Like you said, you live in it. I live in mine. I stay in one. I had the original armored hoodie I had that thing for like almost over a year. And I had a couple small holes, but I fell over probably a good 20 times in that thing. And some speeds over 30. I did fall in California at roughly around 40 miles an hour.
Wow.
In hoodie and was fine. They hold up great for me. That's another reason why I like this team so much is you can go through and read so many specs on a whole bunch of different products. People can say whatever they want about their products and market them. We're in Eastgate, so we see it happen all the time with boards and other stuff. This stuff actually holds up to what it says it's going to do, you know? So that's another reason why I rep the company so hard is the shit really works, you know? And it saved me more than a few times.
Because on my jacket, that was the third crash that I had. That was the before I had like little scratches, and like to be honest, it's amazing to see how your riding evolves and changes over time. Like Tim's been riding me since day one, and I started off with just cruising, and then focuses on carving, then focuses on longboard dancing, and now I'm literally focused on performance and trying to improve the sport with speed. So you've got to have that balance. You've got to be prepared to, if you're going to be pushing yourself and going fast, you're going to get hurt. But you need to gear
correct.
And you don't want to do it after. You don't get the insurance on something after you need it. Free stuff. It's one of those things where you ask a deep sea diver how deep his sub really goes, and you don't know until you really get there. So the point is that you never find out actually if it really would have protected you, because you should already never find out because it should be protecting you.
Exactly. Next question here is for Tom, I would say. Robin and I don't have to respond to it actually.
How does your hoodie crash replacement work?
Yeah.
Asking me?
Yeah, you can respond to it.
Okay, right. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. So basically, what's good about you guys being a duo, small team, and contactable, and that's what makes the difference. Like when I had my slam and I said to you guys, I've really had a bad slam. I've really hurt myself. I can't walk. I'm paralyzed. But I really love your jacket, and it saved my upper body, and my back was ruined and everything. Just let you guys know, is there anything you guys can do to help me out getting another jacket? Because of the lockdown and out of work at the moment, it's difficult. And you guys said, don't worry, I'll send you one at half price for one of my jackets. So I got one of your jackets at half price because you said to me that you've literally used the crash replacement service like 3 times or something like that since you guys have been doing it because it's not needed. And basically, when I spoke to you, Daniel, about this, he said, like, you guys are very keen about being green, about reinvesting stuff, about repairing it if it's possible. Now I've got 2 jackets, one I can lend out to people to try, because I think a lot of time with a lot of things, it's people know of it, but people need to touch it and feel it. And like you've been with me, Tim, when I've gone to like the karting days, and like people are like, oh, is that the Lazyrolling jacket? What does it feel like? Because I'll be honest, people are intimidated by sometimes the cost of certain things, and people need to touch it, feel it, and see it from the average guy to see what it's like. It's all well and good you saying it, but it can come across as a biased thing. So now I literally, whenever I go for a ride, if anyone wants to borrow a jacket, let me know pretense. I'll bring it and try it out on track days, just throw it on people. Because like I said, I live in mine and it's just really comfortable, easy to use. And, you just saying to me, don't worry about it. It's, it's really appreciated because now it's nice to know when you message me and set me up with my jacket, I hope you get better. Little touches like that mean a lot, people generally care.
So you have a range of hoodies and jackets now. Do you want to talk us through the options and the differences between them?
Yeah, we can begin with the first one, which is the original hoodie. It's a cotton hoodie. Robin has the black one over there, and there you go. The one to the right. It's made for the weather where you usually wear a regular hoodie, pretty much. So, as Robin said, it's the best one you can get for your money. Then we have the performance hoodie. That one, it's tailored for hot weather, and it's like a super fine net, kind of. So if you hold it against the sun, you can actually see through the outer layer, the Kevlar, and the inner mesh. So you see through all 3 layers, holding it towards the light.
Yeah, sorry, that was my fault. If something happened, then I misclicked.
Okay. And you can explain about the jackets, Robin?
Yeah, and the jackets is a different product, of course, from the hoodie. So it's wind and waterproof. And something really important about the jackets, guys, is they are designed to wear a sweater underneath, like a regular crew neck. So it's for the people who has winter, rainy, windy weather. And actually, it was perfect in San Francisco when we were there because it was cold. We were not prepared for that. Like, oh my God, then was like, yeah, it's California, it's gonna be warm. And the moment we go out, we have shorts and t-shirts. I froze my ass off. So like, yeah. And I had a sweater underneath and then the jacket. So the difference between the hoodies and the jackets is the jackets are meant for colder weather, wind, and rain. So yeah. And just to repeat a little bit again, the best bang for your buck that we recommend is the regular cotton hoodie. Because if it's raining, you can have a rain jacket over. If it's cold, you can put another jacket over. If it's warm, you can open the zipper a bit, and you have the airflow system, of course. And here in Stockholm, I've actually been experimenting a bit because it's been kind of cold here, around 6 to 7 Celsius. And if I wear a sweater and the hoodie, it's perfect. If I wear a t-shirt and a jacket, it's perfect. If I wear this, the performance one, it's too cold. way too cold. I'm wearing it inside now, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing another layer, because just doing this, it really breathes. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess that's the difference.
I think the thing about the hoodie in regards to material, because it's like a wool, it's, I don't know, you tell me, is it more better for like getting scratched up, whatever, because it can kind of blend it in? You've got something more silky, does that kind of get more, is it more prone to get like scratched up and more damaged with kind of things, or is it better to have it as a...
Losing connections. I'm trying to find a spot.
I love this.
Cool.
This is like Big Brother stuff at the bottom there.
Well, to be honest, I can't really say if there's a huge difference between how the outer layer will be affected, but I do think because the cotton hoodie, the original hoodie, is a bit thicker, that it would be less prone to damage. But I don't know how the friction and the heat would react with falling in the performance one. It will sustain the same damage, but I don't know how it will end up. Because I think that if you fall over 45 miles an hour, it's going to be so warm that it's going to be kind of like plastic. But I don't know, actually. But around the same level. It's the same Kevlar, and that's basically the thing that counts mainly.
Okay, so another question from Facebook. Do you guys have plans to make any other products?
Yeah, we do.
Are you able to enlighten us of your secrets?
Yeah.
No, actually, the performance hoodie Robin is wearing now, we will release that one with a reflective top on it as well. And that one we will release during the upcoming week, actually.
I have a prototype that I will show just standing here, but I won't bring it up full face because it's not the complete product. But I do have the prototype at home. So just give me a second and you'll see what it looks like. But
we get this from Instagram all the time, which is I think why people follow Instagram so much. Yeah, why not? Here it is. You know.
This is a prototype, so this is not the finished product, but you can kind of get a look for how it looks at least. Just kind of the color and what you can expect, because it's the same materials, but it's just basically another prototype. So let's see if I can get the camera. Cool. So this is kind of what it will look like at least, and how it will wear. So it will be super reflective, and as you can see, there is no lights up here. You see I don't have any lights on, and it still looks like it's glowing.
It's still quite, it's really bright.
Yeah. So we've really worked hard to find these different fabrics, and that's why it's taking a bit longer, because we did find another fabric that we wanted to use to begin with, but that wasn't good enough. Daddy was like, no, not good enough. No. And I'm like, okay. So, sorry for not showing. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. So you're also launching your trousers this month. How's that going? Is current situation affecting production?
Yes, it does, of course. Honestly, the city where we have our factory is on lockdown, but we managed to find a solution where we can continue production, but on a lot lower speed. So they've actually managed to get a few workers to work at nighttime, and then they lock the factory gate from the outside, so the police and military actually can see that it's locked from the outside, so there's no production going on.
So, Gabriel, have you had a chance to try these out? Have you got a prototype of these trousers? Have you?
No, you don't.
I haven't tried the pants. I'm waiting just like everybody else is.
Okay.
I'm super about them though.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because the last video I saw, you slid it on the ground and you ripped your jeans up, and your hoodie survived, and you wrecked your jeans. Yeah. So it'd be really cool to see how these hold up.
Yeah, I'm going to go and get a pair. One moment.
Okay. So these are still available for pre-order at the moment at the reduced price?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, they're still available, and they will be available for a while.
It's creepy. Slowly moving. It's so weird. There is.
All right. So these ones are inside out, and you can actually see it's Kevlar and mesh from the top all the way down to below the knee.
You gotta hold it closer to the camera so you can see the mesh, the different layers.
The jacket.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Now the light is okay. Now you can see.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Do they have different pads compared to the jacket, or are they the same pad adapted to Carve?
Yeah, they have the knee pads. So from the outside, these are the slim cargos.
Yeah.
There's one pocket here on the outside where you just slide in
the jacket, and then vice versa. Or are they separate?
Sorry.
Can you use those the pads for the knee pads? Could you use those for the jacket and then a jacket for the knee pads? Are they one ecosystem or are they separate?
Yes, you can use the same, and but it's not the same for the hip pad. So on the front and then on the inside, here's a pocket, the black one here. Here you can slide in the hip pad protection as well, and that one has a different shape.
Yeah.
So have you guys thought about adding gloves to your lineup as well?
Yes, we want to.
That's something we're talking about, and we're good friends with the guys at Flatland 3D. So if you're thinking about buying gloves at the moment, we highly recommend those gloves as well. But we're in the process of talking and looking through. And one thing that was a question before about if we're thinking about other products. Some we can talk about, but other we try out, because we don't want to get people's hopes up that there is gonna be gloves, that there is gonna be a sweater without a hood or whatever. But we try things out, and the more you ask or show interest or try things out, that's what we're open to. For example, we had for a long time all the colors available, so you just could click and order. But we eventually found out that, hey, not everybody's interested in this, and it's getting you're getting your mind twisted. Should I do this? Should I do that? So that's why we went with black and gray or black and green it's better to be protected than not. But the colors are still available if you write to support. But but long story short, we look into many different products, but it takes a long while for us to realize what we should do. And Daniel, well, I'm picky, but Daniel is also very picky. So before we get something out there, we really want to try it out. Or Gabriel tries it out until he sees that it's okay.
One thing I seem to find a lot about people who want to know about upcoming stuff, and the same thing in response is, like, I'm friends with lots of different companies about what they're doing. And the problem that the response from some of them is we don't want to say what we're doing and then not make it. It's like the reason why we don't announce something is because you're thinking, oh, you're making gloves, we'll wait until the gloves come, and then they never come.
Yeah.
People lose in what you're doing. So it's people don't understand. Sometimes it's better not to know stuff, because if you're saying we're going to be making this skateboard, for example, you're going to make, and it never appeared, people lose faith that you're just throwing out everything. But actually, that's what you're doing. But it's not going to be. Sometimes things are made but not ready to produce. So people need to.
We have a lot of products that we haven't released in our office that we tried. So we do have a pure outer layer Kevlar sweater with only mesh on the inside.
It's a quick change show, isn't it? It's like, when they have that hoop and they go woof, and they got a new outfit on straight away.
Yeah. Have you seen the Danish guy David when he fell about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I rode with him in Brussels. He is unbelievable. I raced him in Brussels, and he's the competition for next competition. I tell you, he's the guy we're going for.
Yeah.
Well, that I don't know what Daniel's thoughts are about this. I'm gonna show it, and he's gonna know exactly what it is without showing. But here is one thing, for example, that we worked about. I don't know if I don't know if Daniel wants to talk about it, so that's why I'm kind of hiding it. But we can talk about it. Daniel can tell the whole story, but I just want to fill in that Daniel fell really bad. Like, we're talking sitting in the office and like not being able to move. And that's when we started developing the hoodie. But Daniel actually started working on this little guy. So if he wants to talk about it, I'm going to introduce it now.
So they make it work every day, isn't it? Every day is how do they make it in? All we got to make is protect them.
Is that the socks? I couldn't tell.
I think it's the knee pads that got undeveloped, got copied. Is that right? I'm guessing.
Was it the knee pads? Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. We're not. We were about to do knee pads and elbow pads, and we started working with the guy, and we introduced him to the same factory who's making pads for TSG and a lot of other brands. And he ended up making his own brand with our design and sent it off to everyone with bigger Instagram accounts within the Eastgate community. My guess is that Gabriel has a set from them. I'm not going to mention any names, but
yeah,
that's just the way it is, I guess.
Yeah, well, that was
everyone.
Yeah, that was kind of a thing when we're talking about different products that some we're open to talk about, or if we don't want to step over or get into somebody else's territory. Like, there are good gloves out there right now. Flatland 3D is doing a great job, and we're talking with them, but we're not just going to go in there and do stuff. That's not how we do it, basically.
Yeah, I had a really bad fall a little while ago, and I was using Flatland 3D gloves, and they were brilliant. Absolutely fantastic gloves.
Yeah, they are. They
are really good.
We should talk about your fall, Tim.
Yeah, I should have been wearing a armored hoodie, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You did.
I when I fell, I was filming and I didn't see a bit of concrete, and my board hit it, and I just instantly went straight down onto my elbow. And like you were saying about things moving, I hit my pad, but it slid, and I smashed my elbow, broke it. Yeah. It was quite. Yeah, I'm fine now. Yeah. But like you're saying, with a hoodie or something that's just on all the time, it would have been probably, much better having those pads like inside your clothing.
Yeah. I was lucky on my latest fall. I had 4 active insurances when I fell, so I received about £15,000 since my fall. Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
So, community question: what's your favorite location to ride?
Yeah, at home here, I would say everywhere, but my absolute favorite location that I've been at, it's where Colorado Caddy lives in the Rocky Mountains. That was an amazing experience to ride up those hills.
Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. That's one of the best. But I really loved riding in Central Park also, because I had never been to New York. So getting to ride the Cali there was like, that was amazing. I would love to ride there every day. But other than that, in Sweden, it's just about everywhere. And I just got a one wheel as well, or we did. So I'm riding that, and it's the same level of fun everywhere. I don't know. So
I think these moments just seem to appear and they happen. Like, I can't really say a favorite place to ride. It's like that one moment where everything kind of works, and like I can't go back and repeat that every time. Like, I was this weird one when I was in UK up in Birmingham, and I was just going for like this park thing. Basically, I had a situation where I was on my LaCroix and the guys were involved. I had to go back and get my charger because I've been riding literally all day, and they've been stopping for like the 3rd charge. So I ran back on my charger and then zoomed back, and literally had this pathway with like street lights in the dark, and it was nothing, and it was just magical, and it was just like these moments happen.
Yeah.
Tim, can you highlight the one a marker? Just because I think people.
I'll do that one after. So, which boards do you guys ride? I know you just said you had a one wheel as well.
I ride the one wheel, a boosted boards actually, a stealth, and then I ride Inokim scooters as well. And when I get the chance, I ride either Cali and hopefully now I'm gonna try Daniel's Trampa, but he rides with the left foot in front.
Nice.
And I ride Goofy. So, but I ride one wheel and boosted mainly because I did sell my Cali. Sorry about that, but I sold it.
No, I've got the Cali XL50 that I'm riding pretty much every day. And then I have the Baja board G4X, and
nice.
Yeah, and I actually put the bash plates on underneath now, so hopefully I can take it out in the forest soon.
I'd love the Cali versus Trampa AT experience. I don't think there's enough content out there for that.
Yeah, actually the Cali, it's so fast, and I'm kind of addicted to ride together with the traffic, with the cars and all, and so on in the city. And then I think the Cali is actually doing a great job at you can get it up to 75. Hey, Gabriel.
It's good timing. So we were just talking about what do you ride?
Me? What boards do I ride every day?
Yeah.
I ride the Psycho Tiller, West Coast Standard, and I just recently got into one wheeling too, so that's super fun. But yeah, I ride my Psycho Tiller daily. That's my go-to. It was my race board, and now that's all I want to ride. So yeah, it's a blast.
Nice. I see you out on one wheels quite a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was mostly one wheel now, so we moved along.
Yeah, who would have seen that coming, right?
Yeah.
I was just as shocked as everyone else too, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, talking about sorry if I interrupt. Sorry, Gabriel.
No, go ahead.
No, go for it, dude.
No, I just when you said one wheel, I actually did fall a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to show that even if you do fall, this was just 20 kilometers an hour, but I just want to show that I don't think that it's just because it's our hoodie, but you actually can't see. You see, there's just some scruff marks, kinda.
Yeah.
So I just want to see that even if you do fall, this is just the airflow system. But I don't think you can see any damage. But I actually fell pretty bad on this elbow. But I just want to show you guys that even if you do fall, it doesn't always mean that what you're wearing is gonna tear or get damaged. But I did have the pads and stuff in. But I just want to say that I fell comfortably, and I can't see anything on this thing. But I had a nosedive, so just something I want to throw in there, that prepare for the fall.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fall a lot this summer as we received the summer board. You know, the ones with it's like a free board.
Leaf tech with the wheels in the middle.
Exactly. So that I started to practice on it, but I haven't had the time to spend more time on it yet. But I will. So my goal is to be able to handle it with bindings and so on before the end of June.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and of course I received the Trampa the other day, so it's been sent off to a friend who's gonna build me a 12S9P battery, if we can fit that in the monster box.
Yeah.
What do you guys ride?
Go on, Tim.
Evolve, Bamboo, GTR. I've got a couple of other Evolves as well, like Carbon GT and the Bamboo. Yeah, all Evolve.
I'm quite lucky. I've got quite a range of different things. I've got all the new Evolve boards, the Stoke, Bamboo, and the Carbon, and the La Croix. But to be fair, they're all good for their own thing. Like generally, I'm quite lucky that I can literally just grab the board for what situation. I've got another board coming. It's being custom designed. It's taking a bit of time. It's going to be amazing once it's done. Not performance-wise, but aesthetically, it'll be amazing.
Which one is your favorite of the bamboo, carbon, and stoke? If you have to choose favorite out of the three.
Of the evolves, because I got to acquire as well.
Yeah, out of the evolves, of course.
Out of the evolves. What in best conditions? So best conditions, it would be the bamboo in street wheels 97s because the creativity you can do on that board. It's really good to do creative stuff and a bit of longboard dancing, switch dancing, and in the sun it's amazing. The best all rounder is the carbon in 6-inch wheels because I carve so much and so hard. I've shattered. Well, I've not really mentioned it. Oh, sorry, let's talk. Okay. I've shattered like 9 Evolve GTR motors because of my carving. Literally, they just because I'm doing this motion, I've broken so many. But an all-rounder, the carbon in 6 inches is by far the best board because you can use it like a tank. It does it everywhere. The water resistance is amazing. Like I've been caught in the rain so many times. It's got just enough range for it gets you to do what you need it to do. The commuting is brilliant. It's small profile. The charger is tiny, so you can throw that in your bag. It's not a problem. But
the carbon one.
Yeah, the carbon for the all-rounder. But the difference why I have to have 6 inches because I carve so much. When I have 7 inches, I actually get wheel bite on the board because where I move, the wheel actually locks into the deck and stops me, throws me off. So I actually have to have 6-inch wheels because it will give me wheel bite because it erodes into the deck. So it's like it's taken a long time to. It's not just my Evolve. I've like tweaked the bushings and like Tim, how loose is my bamboo? Just for reference.
They can't get any looser. It's impossible to have it any looser than he has. It's crazy. It's so bad. So Gabriel, I see you were doing your caddy packs over the winter to kind of like take necessities to homeless people. Are you going to plan on doing anything like that during the COVID outbreak?
I've done handouts twice already during the COVID outbreak. One I didn't. One of them we did. I think I did put on social media, but everybody's so all over the you're getting bashed for staying home or you're getting bashed for talking to other people without a mask or gloves or stuff like that. And the caddy packs thing, it's something I just recently started like broadcasting about it, but that's been something that's going on, and we do stuff like that on a weekly basis. Like my family, it's something I really try to instill in my kids, and my wife's a strong supporter of it. We're everybody who knows me knows everything. We're not rich or nothing like that, but it's something I do help as much as I can. We try not to pass anybody with their hand out at all. And
so if anyone wants to help or get in touch with you about this, what's the best way for them to do that?
We have a group. There's a group they started on Facebook, the Caddy Pack page, and
okay.
I do updates on that. We just got bags out to like San Diego, LA, Reno, Baltimore. I got some out to Baltimore and some here, and we were going to do a ride. It was actually the weekend that most of the United States went into lockdown. We were going to ride, so it kind of messed things up. But yeah, I have a case right here of them. There's a case of caddy packs right there.
Nice, cool.
It's something. It's an ongoing thing that I'm doing. I like to the few ones I do broadcast. It's just I'm not looking for people donations necessarily. It's more of a get people to go out and do the same. Anything, whether it big or small. If somebody's out there begging and they're hurting and they're in the streets, you could smile at them and say hi, and that's giving someone a lot more than a lot of people know. You know.
Yeah.
And this is just not to interrupt, but this is a perfect example why we have the Caddy 20 discount code, for example, because $10 goes straight to Gabriel to whatever he chooses, whether it's the van or whatever he's doing. Because we did get some comments, and I actually personally, on a personal note, aside from the whole Lazyrolling, want to respond to that because what Gabriel does and his level of enthusiasm of always helping others, we want to do the little we can at least. So if you support that or not, and if you want the hoodie, you can get $20 off with Caddy, CADDY 20 in the discount code, and it goes to Gabriel for whatever he chooses to do with it. So sorry if I interrupted.
CADDY 20. No, it's cool, man.
Thank you very much for that, guys.
We
like that in caps lock. In caps lock.
Me and the Carve team were talking about doing some helping. This was proposed by one of our guys in our team, Amar from Birmingham, who does a lot of charity work that no one ever knows about. It's something he's done for a long time. But we proposed it as a team to help the community as PV riders, to help everyone out. But the difficulty we had was we want to help, we want to support, but then we are now putting riders at risk by going out and supporting. It's like catch-22. It's like we want to help,
totally.
but we can't risk by going out as well, because like one thing we discussed is it's the difficulty between balancing between supporting the community and setting role models and then saying that this is okay and then going against it. Like we said, we're cancelling all group rides and events, but in the meantime, we're not going to penalise people who decide to do stuff, because as basically people as the admin team, we can't role model saying, oh, we've done this group or we've done this, and then can go against it. People have done stuff, you know, behind the scenes and stuff like that, and that's fine, but we're not going to penalise people because it's still a community about having freedom of speech to do what you like. But we have to be as role models saying that we can do things or you can't do things with the current affair that things are going on.
And I do, not to interrupt or nothing like that, but I do completely agree with that. And that was another thing with the caddy packs that I asked everybody kind of to hold off. Like you said, there's things behind the scenes, but it's not something I think that I'm in no way. I don't think I have a huge following, nothing like that. All you guys have more followers than me and stuff like that. But I do think that after there is a certain amount of people that watch your stuff and that follow you, I do think we do set somewhat of an example for people. And so I want to be the guy that's like, hey, I'm out doing this, and then have a whole bunch of people get sick, or God forbid something bad happens, or I mean, this COVID thing it's been really tough as a content creator, as a skater, as somebody active in the community. It's been really hard to walk that line between still pushing what we love to do and doing what we have to do for the world, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
You always got to bring it back to grassroots as well. Sometimes, like, people forget that we do, you know, your Lazyrolling, your channel, your community stuff. You do it, and then actually you need, like for me, I had a really shitty time the other day, and I just thought, even with lockdown, when I have to go for a skate, and you have to bring it back to grassroots now and again, and remember, I actually do enjoy skating, and all this other stuff is extra, and it's why I do it.
How's the lockdown now in the US and in the UK? Are you at home at all times, or what's going on?
Go on, Tim.
So go on, Gabriel.
Go ahead. Sorry,
Tim.
So in the UK, we're allowed out for sort of an hour of exercise, and you can go to the shops. So that's pretty much it at the moment. Otherwise, you're stuck at home for at least the next 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
So let me tell you about something that happened to me yesterday that I haven't spoken to anyone about yet. So basically, I was in my house, and my car alarm went off, and I noticed two people trying to get into my car, believe it or not. So my car alarm went off. I grabbed my board, and for some reason, I naturally grabbed my helmet. I don't know why. I should have anyway, but I literally grabbed my helmet and my board, and I ran down, got on my board, and basically just tried to find where these guys are. By the time I went to go find them, they'd gone. But literally, I forgot, actually, like, people are having hard times at the moment, and people are going to be like desperate and stuff. But the idea of being able to grab my board and be like instant, you're not getting away from me, is quite weird reaction. It's like fight or flight. And my first thought was just to grab my board and chase these kids, you know?
Regarding the will there be new Halos ever released question, we have been working and looking at different lights actually in the same type that we have, and I've been on Daniel's ass for a long time, like, we should do purple ones, we should do this, but we want to set a statement and hold a standard of white and red, just kind of how it's front and back on cars and different things. So we're gonna stay in that level and what we're doing, but we might do something like having one purple in there or one green or something like that. We've been talking about it, but what you see Daniel's reaction that no, maybe not, because how we're at it right now, it's probably the best to stay with how they are. But we are looking into different ways if we should have them USB charged or how we can do that sustainably as well. But currently, no, and don't worry, you can buy the Halos this entire year without, all of a sudden, Halos level 2. They're gonna stay where they are. But
Yeah.
if you text me, you can maybe get a purple one. But
so, I mean, during the sort of situation the way it is now, how's business? Are people still be able to order from you? Are you still shipping?
We are still shipping, and everything is actually up and running way smoother than we thought. Sometimes just over the day, DHL and PostNord that we're using internationally and intra-European Union, they can call me and say, you can't ship to Iceland today. And I'm like, okay. And that happened with Ireland, and it happened with some other country. I think it was Switzerland also. But then we just text that customer and say, hey, due to COVID-19, I can't send to you today, but here's the tracking and so on. But like mentioned before, we are still waiting on a shipment from Pakistan that is on the way to us, but we're waiting due to the whole COVID-19 situation. So, but
yeah, we're actually shipping out a large box of the very first cargo pants now to it's the Bay Area Eastgate team.
Okay, cool.
Maybe a minute. That's the problem, isn't it? They love
but other than that, the response has been amazing. And if you're getting responses in the support or whatever it is, we try to hold it up to the same level as usual. And all the support in here, if you order, you will get your product. But there can be delays, but that's just what we say. And even if we do get an ETA, we can't guarantee anything. But it has been up and running smoothly, to be honest. But what you really should be looking at, if it's a product you want now, sizes small to 3 extra small in jackets is available now. So if you're a small dude or girl or want your kids to be safe, you can get a jacket like this. We'll send it out on Monday.
Yeah, you'll have it within 72 hours.
Yeah. So please, if you're a size small or extra small, there are sizes for you in the jackets.
If you do like a ladies line for like a limited run, like the purple line, or like saying, I know you do the colours and that is relevant. A limited run, that would be amazing. Get more ladies involved. Protect the ladies.
So if people want to connect with you guys online, what is the best way? Obviously,
everyone is cutting out. I can't hear them, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, for us, it's any social media.
Okay, so links to all your socials, I think, are on the website.
Yeah.
It's in
and we respond at Instagram Lazy Rollers. Other than that, a really good way to get support is support@lazyrolling.com. Daniel and me, we have official, like, our Instagrams are open because we decided to have it like that. So, but please write to support@lazyrolling.com or our Instagram. But if you want to follow us personally, then Daniel, is your Daniel _ Lazy Rolling? Is that your Instagram, your personal, if they want that one?
Because and I actually made my profile private because I get a lot of spam.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But I mean, I get a lot of people following me, and if that's something you want to do, I'm open with that. But my private and where you can go is Robin Gylling as well. So if you wanna find me, I'm there. But please, write to Lazy Rollers because that's where we do all the business. But if you're interested in us personally, I'm open for that as well. I don't really care, to be honest. But the best way
see Instagram, because I think you get like little communications, and then if people want like a quick snapshot response, then you can just deal with it there and then, as in like this one question and you get a response. So for me, from a community point of view, I think Instagram is probably the most kind of direct, quickest response if you've just got a quick thing you want to throw out, and you guys can do that. So I think you guys are mostly, obviously you can send emails and that, which is fine, but I think if you follow Instagram, when someone's live, you're risking the questions, here they come, you know, it's the same thing.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone can hear me or if this is done or what. Everyone's screens are black.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we've just hit the hour mark. We can still see you, but we just hit the hour mark, so I just kind of wanted to wrap it up and not take up.
I'm gonna end up one of them guys on camera that didn't know they was on camera after a live stream.
But if you guys have other questions, I just want to clarify.
Can't see any guys.
One of the fast.
Can hear me. Much love, everybody. Thanks for having me on here.
One of the fastest ways is to go to lazyrolling.com, and then you see FAQs, so the FAQ, where you can kind of go into see most of the common questions on our website. And if you don't find your reply there for some reason, support@lazyrolling.com or our Instagram. But we don't officially reply there. But I just want to say, if you want to follow me personally or Lazy Rollers, or Daniel's was closed, but I am open if it's something you want to do. But officially,
if it's not in, I'll accept anyone except the spam accounts.
Yeah. So if you want to go, and if for some reason you want to follow, that's Robin Gylling, if it's something you're interested in. But other than that, FAQs on our website, support@lazyrolling.com, via Zendesk directly, you'll get a ticket number. And third one is Instagram. But please, no spam, and try to, So here you have Daniel as well. Daniel's _ Lazy Rolling.
Okay, cool. Nice one, guys. Anything else you want to add to the end of the stream before we sign off?
Do you have any questions, guys? Do you have anything you want to talk about that you come up with your mind? Because it's been a lot about us, but if you have any questions or...
Well, pretty much. I mean, I just looking through my list now. I've covered everything that you guys do and what's going on product-wise.
You guys keep yourself safe over there. What are you guys doing to keep yourself busy at the moment?
Oh, we're actually getting orders on a daily basis still. So we're busy by actually shipping out orders. And
cool. There was actually a question which I wanted to bring up. I think we forgot. Do you see a Mars one? Right, it's at 5:26 time, Tim.
5:20.
A Mars. See it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is really interesting actually, because most commonly we have the United States at the top. But then I want to just be clear that we have finished purchases and then we have visitors. So the top in Finnish and visitors is both the United States and finished purchases. But then we have Sweden for some reason. I don't know why, but we don't have more people buying in Sweden than from France, Australia, the UK, and Canada. But if you look at it just from top to bottom, it's the United States, Sweden, France, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, and then we have Korea, which is really interesting. Some in Russia, and then it's just kind of spread out after the Netherlands. But Singapore also has been rising a lot. But I mean, it's mainly the US, honestly. Yeah. But more and more now from the rest of the world.
Do we hopefully there will be an event in Paris this year?
Yeah, man. Well, we'll see, man. I think we'll see what's happening. You guys going to come over to UK at some point and come with a Carve guy?
He will.
I will. I'll come.
Do it. Come ride London.
Yeah. Come ride with the Carve team. We'll arrange a group ride.
Yeah, definitely.
Best place to go for UK at the moment would obviously hit up London, but mostly you probably go to Stratford, where it's a big open Olympic Park with no problems of any kind, massive open areas. We go to the Gamers Bar in Four Quarters, get drinks in arcade machines, and then ride around the Olympic Park basically, and then hit up London, hit Parliament or the park.
Yeah.
So it's always.
If there's any questions about bigger events and stuff, we will try to be there if it's not due to Corona. And it will be mainly me who will come to the events because Daniel is actually, he can tell you himself.
Yeah, I'm getting a second child this summer, so I'm going to stay home. Yeah.
Congrats, dude.
Thank you.
That's the lockdown.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I'll be mainly, but if there's any bigger events that we both will try to be there. But I've been like, stay home, and he's also been like, he wants to stay home, but I have to push him off the board and push him with something else not to come. So it's not that he doesn't want to come. It's.
What about with Joey Boston and me doing the USA tour? Once it's still locked down, you guys come into that?
Yeah, actually, we dropped the idea to him back in the days, and he made a reality out of it. So because we actually plan to start and make a tour over in San Diego and go up the West Coast to LA, San Francisco, maybe into Vegas, and do the whole US tour, and then end up in New York on the East Coast.
As I saw the idea for 2 weeks, so yeah, hopefully we can sort that out once it's all done.
Yeah,
meet up, or you all can actually probably go for a skate and I ride in a different area for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it won't be possible this summer because this COVID-19, it's going to stretch for some time. If we look at Sweden, we're kind of we have rules, and it's up to they're pretty much telling everyone, don't be stupid, don't spread the virus. But if you go outside, there's people pretty much everywhere, just keeping distance to each other.
Something a bit crazy about that is Swedes are usually people who do keep a lot of distance. Like if you sit in the subway, there are 4 seats. Usually if you sit there, nobody's going to get close. We don't even look each other in the eye. It's not like the Italians, like, oh, how are you? How's your mother? We're like, get away from me. Don't touch me, basically. That's the Swedish approach. But whenever a famous Swedish person dies, everybody freaks out. They're like, somebody famous died. This virus is real. So that's what currently happened. A very famous, and it's not something to joke about, really, but a famous radio reporter and news anchor died. And everybody's like, COVID-19 will kill people. And it's like, yeah, we already know, like, stay at home if you can. Don't go to the gym with 500 people there. But yeah.
So what is everyone doing to keep themselves busy at home at the moment, or just generally, like besides work and that?
Oh, I'm not staying at home that much. I can just go into my Xmatic app here and go to trips, go to the latest trip.
Okay, right, 1 second. Okay, 1 second.
This is me today at 15:09.
Is that Tramper? Cali?
No, it's the Cali, but I only went for 36 kilometers.
This is my I'm on the Evolve app. I'm 5th worldwide for riders.
Oh! Wow!
I ride that. Right. I'm actually going to know how many people there are on the app just for fun. Like, there's been errors and stuff and people giving up, but still, quite strong. Yeah, there's 1,721 profiles, and I'm 5th.
Wow.
That's how much
I can't get to mine because I'm not connected to my one wheel, but I've been riding it on like around 15 kilometers every day. But other than that, I stream on Twitch, play a bunch of games. Daniel and me do a lot of photo shoots and film. Usually we do it separate from each other. So Daniel takes some photos, I take some photos. But other than that, we actually spend a lot of time talking we try to talk smack about our own products. I'm like, Daniel, what can we improve? What don't you like? Oh, it's itchy over here. When we really try to be like, if we were haters of the brand,
but
how can we?
You meant the spare time, what we do when we're not working, right?
Yeah. But that's also spare time, to be honest.
We do. We
talk a bunch of,
I'm in my son's room at the moment, so yeah, I spend a lot of time with my family, so pretty much every day from after school, I'm with my son and my wife, and whole weekends as well. So today we went to this parkour park.
Brand called Jack Jones. It's not Eastgate related. It's just a clothing brand, Jack Jones.
Yeah, Jack and Jones. Yeah.
You should do that because they've got the French bulldog logo, haven't they?
Oh.
They should do that with like a Ralph edition.
We are actually talking about, but this is just on a personal level. Whenever they cut up the jackets, there are some pieces over. And that could be like a raincoat for dogs. So we were talking about Kevlar, like armor up your. But I had a picture when I was riding with Ralph, and whenever we do something like that, people are like, "Be careful" and stuff. So we don't want to talk like doing stupid stuff with the kids.
A little Ralph edition, limited run. Something.
Yeah, guys, write to me. Daniel, do you have the helmet police somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, because there might be actually a limited time with Ralph. He just got a scarf yesterday, actually. But we might do this one. If you guys want, we might do some helmet police ones. And that's 100% Daniel's design with whatever. So I had nothing to do with that. But I'm like, yeah. But maybe we could do something like that.
The best sticker ever made, but it needs to be a sticker, not an iron-on.
Yeah, we might do them iron-on. If you guys F in the chat if you want a helmet police iron-on.
I was like, it's sick, but it's a patch. I need it like a helmet thing, you know? That would be the way to do it.
Yeah, we might do that. I don't know. It's up to Daniel because I said he's free to do whatever he wants with it. So if he wants iron-on, we'll do iron-ons. What do you guys think?
Oh, it is iron-ons, Robin.
It is iron-on.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So see, I didn't even know that.
I need a sticker though, because then I can stick it on my helmet. That's what I need.
Yeah. Well, we can make it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Brilliant.
Maybe we do it a batch that you can actually hold up.
That would be amazing. Or I could stick. Actually, I could stick it on your phone. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Nice. Should be a whole new range of merch.
Apply a lot of heat.
Cool.
Iron-on is great. We got a comment. Iron-on is great. Yeah.
Yeah. We've well over the hour now, so I'm gonna call it here, so this doesn't drag on too long. Thank you very much for being part of it and for just supporting the community and making an awesome product. It's really appreciated.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'll drop your links to your gear in the video at the end of this chat. Man, Lazyrolling, check them out. Good quality stuff. Thank you very much. Cheers, Tom, for co-hosting.
Thank you so much, Tim and Tom and everybody for supporting us. Thanks for having us.
Guys. Take care.
Have
Cheers.
a good one.
Bye.